The spring real estate market is here, and we all know what that means, right? Bidding wars. Competition in the real estate market is already heating up. Spring brings out more buyers, and with inventory still fairly tight in many markets, especially so in my market, Ann Arbor, multiple offer situations are becoming the norm again, especially on the A properties. And by A properties, I mean homes that are in pristine, almost perfect condition in the best neighborhoods, best school systems. Well, you get the picture. That's why your real estate professional must have a game plan to help your offer win should you find yourself in a multiple bid situation. I'm going to break down 10 proven strategies that work when competing in a multiple offer situation. Now, these aren't just theories. These are battle-tested tactics that have helped scores of my clients secure homes even in multiple offer situations. And be sure to stick around to the very end because I've got a bonus tip that may be the most important one of them all, so don't miss out on that one. So let's dive right in. Number 1, price. Now, price still wins, but it's not everything. No surprise here, offering a strong price is the most obvious way to win, but price alone isn't always enough. The key is to make sure the offer maximizes seller net proceeds while keeping you competitive. If you were my client, I would consult with you about how far you're willing to go and what number is comfortable for you to secure the deal. Number 2, match the seller's ideal settlement date. Many buyers overlook this, but flexibility on the closing timeline can be a real game changer. If the seller needs a quick close, line up your financing to accommodate this. If they need extra time, offer a leaseback or work with their timeline. The easier the transition for the seller is, the more likely they are to choose your offer. Number 3, a strong earnest money deposit. Now, a standard deposit is about 5%, but serious buyers should consider going higher. 10%, 15%, or even more. I've had clients put the entire purchase price in escrow. The bigger the deposit, the stronger the commitment. Sellers want certainty, and a significant deposit shows that you're a serious buyer. Number 4, waiving inspections. Now, this is a risky one, so hear me out. Waiving inspections is a high-risk, high-reward situation. It's often the most surefire way to win in a competitive situation, but it's not right for every property. Newer homes or well-maintained homes may be lower risk, while older homes could present many hidden issues. If you are comfortable with the risk, this move can make your offer stand out, but keep in mind the serious potential downsides. Number 5, set a threshold for inspection repairs. Now, if waiving inspections isn't an option, and I never would recommend you waive inspections on any property, a threshold inspection can be great middle ground. Now, instead of nitpicking every issue, offer something like you won't ask for repairs unless they exceed $10,000, $15,000. You make the decision on that number. That tells the seller you're not going to nickel and dime them over minor issues while still giving you protection against major defects. Hey, I'd like to take a quick break here just to ask anybody out there that has bought a home recently in a competitive market situation, did you use any of these tactics or did you use something that I didn't list here? Either way, I'd love to hear about them. If you could put them in the comments below, that would be great. Number 6, cover the seller's transfer tax. Now, here's a real power move. Offer to pay the seller's transfer tax. In many states, transfer tax is split 50-50 between the buyer and seller, but not here in Michigan though. The sellers here traditionally cover 100% of this tax, and it can be a big chunk out of their proceeds. Covering all of the seller's transfer tax or a portion of it can add thousands to their bottom line without increasing the official sales price. This strategy alone has won my clients deals in very tight markets. Number 7, bridge the appraisal shortfall. It's no secret that appraisal issues kill deals unless you are prepared. If you're willing to cover a potential shortfall, then write it into the offer. Something like buyer agrees to cover up to $10,000 of any appraisal gap. This reduces the seller's risk and makes your offer much more appealing. Number 8, use an escalation clause, but use it in the right way. Instead of guessing the winning number, an escalation clause lets you automatically outbid competing offers by a set amount. But here's the key. Make the increment significant. A weak escalation of 500 or 1,000 or 1,500 won't cut it. I'm talking about 5,000, 7,000 or more to truly stand out. Number 9, stand out with a video and strong offer presentation. Most agents just email over an offer and hope for the best. I help your offer stand out by sending a short professional video message to the listing agent introducing you and highlighting your financial strength. Now, this simple little tactic builds rapport with the other agent and ensures your offer gets taken seriously. Additionally, proactive follow-up is key. I notify the listing agent that an offer is coming. That can be the difference between your offer getting a counteroffer or getting ignored. A well-written cover letter summarizing the offer terms reinforces my professionalism and makes your offer stand out. Now, here's the newsflash. The top listing agents out there don't want to work with a lazy, sloppy, unprepared, and unprofessional agent. Because if your agent is perceived to be less than professional to the listing agent, then your offer is going to be at a distinct disadvantage. So in reality, I not only have to sell the listing agent on you and your offer, I also have to sell him or her on me as well before your offer even makes it to the seller. Now, I know that sounds kind of cutthroat, but it is just the reality of real estate, my friends. Number 10, have the lender call the listing agent. A lender call can be the deciding factor. When a lender personally calls the listing agent to vouch for your financial strength, it provides a level of certainty that no pre-approval letter can match. I always highly recommend that your lender make this call. This move has saved deals for our clients time and time again. Now, admittedly, this last strategy is a little controversial. For a long time in very, very competitive markets, buyers, to set themselves apart, would write sort of a cover letter directly to the seller. They were termed love letters to the seller or seller's love letters. In these letters, the buyers would tell the seller how much they loved their home and how much they were looking forward to raising a family in the seller's home, and or that they have been trying to get into this particular neighborhood forever. You get my drift. They would even include pictures of the family with the kids, the dogs, the cats, anything they felt that would sway the seller in their favor. Now, this letter to the seller would be included with the offer, and the listing agent would give the seller this letter along with the offer, and it was a very effective strategy. But a few years ago, the woke National Association of Realtors and various other real estate organizations said, no, 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 no.
No, God, please, no, no!
And decided that this is a potential fair housing violation or somebody might be discriminated against. Give me a freaking break already. So these love letters were discouraged or outright prohibited in many parts of the country. I still think the buyer writing a personal, heartfelt letter to the seller is a great idea, and I've seen these letters win a fair amount of offers over the years for my buyers. So I always suggest that my buyers write up a short and to the point letter to the seller, nothing too verbose or flowery, and I include it with the offer and let the listing agent know that my client would like them to present it to their seller. And if the listing agent has a problem with that, then there's nothing we can do because it's pretty much at the listing agent's discretion whether or not to present it to the seller or not. So it's kind of a hit or miss proposition. But again, I've seen this letter to the seller work very effectively to help sway the sellers towards picking the buyer's offer over other competing bids, even beating out other offers with better terms. So the bottom line in winning a home in a very competitive market isn't about luck, it's about strategy. That's why I wanted to make this short video to give you some strategies that you could use in your offer process. As always, feel free to reach out to me should you ever have any questions. And if you liked this video, you might want to check out the one right up here. Thanks for watching, and hopefully I'll catch you on the next video. Oh, best of luck with your offer. Take care.